往前。
对，往后退。
往后退。哎，你看，为什么是这个样子的呢？We are so surrounded by information today that it's easy to forget how challenging it once was to find a way to record it all. In this episode, we're heading to Tenchong, a small city on the border of China and Myanmar, to explore its local take on traditional papermaking. Hi guys, long time no see. I'm now in Tenchong city of Yunnan Province. Yunnan has most of the major ethnic groups in China, which means it has very diversified local cultures and handicrafts. As far as I know, there are 3 very special villages, which is around 60 kilometers away from Tenchong city. We hire a local driver here. So today he's going to show us the 3 villages around Tenchong city, and I'm very looking forward to it. Tenchong, located in the far west of Yunnan Province, is famous for its 99 volcanoes and 88 hot springs. Most tourists come here to soak in the natural hot springs and unwind, but there's so much more to explore. Tenchong boasts an incredible diversity of landscapes, towering volcanoes, lush wetlands, virgin forests, and peaceful rural villages. One of those villages is Tengchong, nestled at the foot of Gaoli Gong Mountain. The village is home to 3 families that still make xuan paper by hand. The Jiexiang family workshop and the Gudian Wenbao family workshop are run by 2 brothers, both dedicated to papermaking. 还没耶，刚到啊，刚到，
才刚刚到来。
哎，刚刚到。
你们是哪边的？
我们从成都来的。
成都呢？
啊。When we arrived, the village seemed to be still asleep. Only 2 elderly women were sitting by the street. One was carefully picking out the impurities from a pile of soaked paper mulberry bark, and the other was cleaning the road. Mr. Long, the owner of Gudian Wenbao, represents the 20th generation of papermakers in his family. He's been making paper for over 20 years. He walked us through every step of the papermaking process.
我们已经可以把它捞在这里面蒸了，这里还蒸着一阵的。
哦，然后白色的这些就是石灰。
对。
它第一步是在这里，在这里，然后第2步是这里，然后第3步是这里，然后第4步就是看到外面的那个老婆婆做的那个跳杂志。
已经把它蒸好的。
哦，然后就放在这里。
这种时候我们就是等着把它拿到河里面去把这些石灰洗掉。
哦。
要把它洗掉，大概在河头漂24小时左右。
24小时。
要给它这些洪水全部都除掉嘛。所以说我
The
们
fresh paper mulberry bark is soaked in lime water for a month, and sometimes, depends on customer preferences, it gets bleached first. 它确实还挺麻烦的。
对。这就是老辈子就说有72道工序才能做出一张成品的纸。
这才4道呢，后边还有好多道。为什么一定要让它漂白呢？就原来的颜色不好吗？
不是不好，原来的也好，有的他喜欢要白一点。
要白一点哦。
你可以到我家去看。
是不是这边做纸的都是一大家人，都是亲戚？
我们做纸是已经到我们是第20代了。
哦，第20代，那得从什么时候算起啊？得从明朝。明朝算起。
这个就是我们捞好，把水分压干，还没有分层。
哦，刚刚我们看了4步，然后那边就是取完杂质之后，就是到这里来了，是吗？
不是，还要打浆的。After
soaking, the bark is given to the village elders, who meticulously remove any remaining impurities. Once clean, the bark is grounded into pulp, forming the initial stage of papermaking. It's a porridge-like texture. The real magic happens in a large water basin, where Mr. Long uses a bamboo screen. He dips it into the water, pulls it up, and in one fluid motion, a thin sheet of paper forms.
这样就是一张纸了。
好薄的一张。
现在它是在帘子上，它是有点灰的。 但是等到你们这边把它接起来，它就不在了，你看它就脱落在地上。
它就跟它吸附在一起了。
啊，对。
He flips the screen over, and a stack of wet paper sheets starts to take shape. He squeezes out 80% of the water, leaving 20% to be dried on the wall using steam. Mr. Long told us he can make up to 1,000 sheets of paper in a day, but when customers drop by, things tend to slow down. The drying process takes place in a small room next to his old cow shed. Mr. Long uses firewood to heat the walls, then carefully layers the wet paper sheets to dry.
不管什么时候就来烤了。哦。因为这几年我们在做那种是不需要来火层上把它烤干，因为它很便宜嘛。所以说它都是1块1张，有的是只是几毛1张。我们就是把它发到芒市啊这些地方去给他们印那种太乙。
太乙。
对，就是经文。
经文哦，就寺庙里边会用很多。对。寺庙还是要传统的，是不是你们的客户那些都是那种比较传统的那种？
就不一定像书画纸嘛，就全球各地不一定到哪里。如果是普通的，主要就几乎就是在发到芒市啊，还是瑞丽啊这些地方去给他们印太乙。
这就是让它弄平整了哈。湿的纸，然后弄上去就平了。
等到贴着嘛，干了就是它自然晾干了嘛。
真能干。When I visited, Mr. Long wasn't working on drying, so I stopped by his brother's place later. Fortunately, I arrived just in time to watch them in action. The thickness of the paper depends on how many layers he applies. Thin paper is just 1 layer, while thicker sheets may need 2 or 3.
像这种纸是液放的长了，就会液到用的时候它液润墨。
After learning how each step of the papermaking process works and feeling the handmade sheets in my hands, I couldn't resist the urge to try making a sheet myself. 对，这一步对了。这一步对，到这步就好了。人家第一次就弄成了。师傅说：“那我这多少年白混了。”
我们已经弄了20多年。
对呀，20多年了是吧？这是往前对吧？
对。
先往前，然后再。
你要给它沉下去一点。
沉下去一点，然后。
再沉下去一点。
再沉。
感觉不够哎。
然后这再往。然后我要高是吗？
轻轻的移来。
轻轻的放。
这样拖过来。
然后再下去。
凌晨。
这起不来呀！
你不用力，
According to the Long family genealogy, the family's papermaking history goes back to the late Ming and early Qing dynasties. It was then that their ancestors discovered an abundance of paper mulberry trees in the Gaolingong mountain forests and started making paper. However, there is a growing concern about the future of this craft.
前几年才只是1毛1斤嘛，现在是已经到了22左右1公斤，像那种生的那种树皮。
The price of paper mulberry bark has skyrocketed, increasing more than tenfold in recent years, as people have realized how valuable it is for making high-quality xuan paper. Will these raw materials run out one day? No one knows for sure, but it's a challenge the paper makers will have to face. As you can see, paper isn't just a medium for stories, it can also be the story. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you in the next one.